should be the right way around now. Sorry anyone that caught the first one. We're back and going. Sorry, hope that's not making you feel seasick. My phone's tilting slightly for reasons best known to somebody else. Hopefully that will stay in position now. I'll keep an eye on that on my... Oh, it won't help if I knock it, will it? Sorry about that. My intention is not to make everybody feel seasick. Oh, now I'm just playing catch up. Bear with me. Oh, technology. How's everybody's day gone today? Oh, that's better. Been for a lovely walk today to our local woods. It was really, really pretty. All the bluebells out and looking beautiful and smelling amazing. I think we're all about to say hi if you're here. We're bang on 5 o'clock, so here we go. So here are a few of the stamp sets I'm using today. I'm going to be using All Wired Up as a background stamp on. I'm just going to do a couple of cards with a couple of different things to play with. Here's a card. Once the cards are made, I'm just going to decide which of the sentiments I'm going to use there. I'm using these splodges from Beauty Abounds, partly because I didn't want to get my box out because I think you could do ink splodges on this one, but I'm using those Beauty Abound bits as kind of ink splodges. And Swirly Frames, which is one of my favourites and comes out every so often, and then I use it for absolutely ages, but can be used for so many things. So really, really useful little set. So we've got those sets that I'm going to be playing with. And as we said, we're going to be playing really just with the neutrals. So really looking at kind of male cards or even male thank yous rather than anything that's too female. So again, using the 6x6 neutrals designer series paper, so that gives you lots of options with that. And then obviously you could just buy the neutrals A4 pack if you just wanted to keep a range of colours in. So what I've pre-done is one card in the greys. I think I'm going to use that base, not that one, and one in the kind of more beige. So we've got the basic grey and smoky slate on that one, and this one, this is early espresso, soft suede. I think that might be Sahara Sand rather than Crumb Cake, isn't it? I think that's Sahara Sand. Yes, that's Sahara Sand. So we'll be using Sahara Sand. I'm going to take the Crumb Cake away and pop the Sahara Sand in there. Yeah, so basically we're just going to play and see what happens. So hope everybody's well today. As I say, I went on my fabulous walk and the bluebells just look absolutely incredible at the moment in our wood that's close to where we live. Now, because I'm doing a background stamp, I can't use the magnets on my old faithful Stamparatus has come round again, because the All Wired Up is a background stamp and is therefore too big for any blocks. So the benefit with the Stamparatus is you don't have to have lots of blocks. You can just use it for absolutely anything. And I think I'm going to use soft suede as the background there. So inking up the background. So this is just going to give a background across the whole card.
Hello, darling.
To start with, that's David just saying hello to everybody. Oh, David's just locked himself out as well, so I'm gonna have to go and answer the door to him. Oh, you're going for your walk afterwards, are you, Babsy? He has. Just bear with me while I let him back into the house. He always wonders why I put a box in the way when I go out. That's why I put that box there, darling. Earlier on today, he queried why I put a box in the way when I opened the front door and was coming and going. And that's why, because if you don't, the door slams. So, where was I? Right, back to normality. So, with the swirly frames, I'm going to put that in... Am I going to put that in the middle? Yeah, I think I might. And I might do that in Early Espresso. It is a beautiful day today, isn't it? The wind's a bit chilly, but you can wrap up against a chilly wind, can't you? But the sunshine is just so beautiful. As we're allowed to go out for a walk, we might as well, hey? So I'm gonna keep this fairly square on. Sorry, that's David and his tools. Has to do everything.
Time waits for no man, darling.
He's busy doing I know what he's doing. He's fixing the lawnmower. I said the lawn desperately needs a mow, so he's out there fixing the lawnmower now, so that's why he's getting the tools. So I can't really complain, can I? Well, I can, but it's not really fair of me to complain, is it? If I want my lawn mowing. It's just all of a sudden gone absolutely crazy and the lawn's like mega long. So this is one of the straight pieces. So it has a straight line and little dots from Swirly Frames. I'm also... And the only thing with Swirly Frames, you do need to make sure that if you are doing a straight line and you want a straight line, that you've actually put the stamp onto your block straight, otherwise you won't get a straight line. So they're quite easy to put on in a curly wiggle, so you do have to, as I want quite a straight line. Actually, I'm not going to use Early Espresso for that other one. I am going to use my soft suede again. I might not use my... So I'm just kind of trying to create a little bit of a appearance of lots of different lines. It's not exactly straight, but hey ho. Hi Jenny. I'll say the same thing I say every time I make a card, that people that receive cards don't go, oh, that's not quite straight, or that's not quite bang on. They absolutely love to receive cards. I'm going to just pop... I'm actually going to put a post-it note over some of that because I don't want this to be as long as it is. So excuse me while I grab a post-it note. I want it coming from that end, but I don't want it going in so far as that. So I'm just going to mask that so the line actually stops where I want it. And I don't mind it going up as far as that on that one. So again, we're going to have the same thing there. It's slightly closer there. I always struggle with mail cards, so sometimes I do like to challenge myself to think of something to do. I am going to do some splodges, and actually I might splodge off soft suede. I reckon you could do ink blobs, but because I haven't got, I'm gonna do that in a lighter one. You could almost kind of spray ink at it. Was the kind of thought that I did have. I'm just going to do a couple of the bigger ones. These are really useful little blobs or circles or whatever you call them from beauty abound. And then I'm going to do, let's see, how dark. I think we'll do it in the first generation. Where to put my other splodges? They might come from that corner. Because what I'm going to have is a greeting across. Hopefully I'm not the only one that struggles with male birthday cards. Just going to put another couple of those splodging out of there. I think that will do for now. I'm going to work out what greeting. So I think my greeting will be, so I decided it was going to go on to the that background. So I've got that background going the other way around to go across. I'm going to work out where I put, there it is. Just trying to find my, here's a card. So I think on this one I might just do a happy birthday. Bound to have a male birthday coming up, aren't I, at some point. I might use the, I'm going to use that punch to punch it out on from even, not on block. Hi Ali. Which one's a given, Babsy? That I'm going to have a male birthday at some point during this lockdown because it's going on forever now. Oh, I've got another few weeks. Hopefully everybody's coping with it all right. I even went to Waitrose today and there was no queue. I'd taken me book and everything. I was going to read my book and stand in the queue, but no, there was no queue. Oh, have you been to Ali? Have you been to Nobby's farm shop? Went there today as well. That was a little expedition. I've got multicoloured eggs. Very exciting. It's the little things in life, isn't it, when we're in lockdown, that make it all seem a little bit saner. Oh, yeah, you find a man's card being difficult. Is it just because we're girls and we don't think that they can do all the flowers and the pretty things? So, yeah, what I do like to do is just add a little bit of an edge around. I just think it helps it stand out. So just on the edge of a sponge. These are washed, so I keep a stock of sponges that are dirty in a dirty box and those that are clean, that I know are clean despite the fact they've got colours on them, in a different box so that I don't make any fatal mistakes. Now the question is then, is do I want that on a bigger, I might do, how wide is that? Where's my trimmer? Feeling very disorganised today. Oh, hi Jane, you've come to see as well. Hope you're well. So that's 3 centimetres. I'm going to do a little 4 centimetre bit of that and use my, oh, sorry about that, drop. Nobby's Farm Shop. Oh, it's just outside Leighton Buzzard. But yeah, I went today because somebody had told me they had flour, so I was on a foray for flour. But then I found an absolute gold mine of all sorts of things, including, that's still too wide, vegetables of quite amazing size. Never seen anything like it. But yes, it was a little first foray out to a little farm shop for me. But no, I was really impressed. But it was like going on an exciting adventure. It's the furthest I've driven, I think, since all this started. One of my colleagues, sent a joke today saying we're now getting a fortnight to a gallon. So what I'm thinking here is doing a banner like that, and then, but no, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get that ink pad out of the way for the start off. I've probably now trimmed this too thin to do this. Might just about get away with it because we're going to have this poking out at the ends. Let's give it a whirl. Let's try. So what you can do when using any... We've got a pair of scissors out. Oh, Ali, you've not even heard of Nobbies. Oh, it's brilliant. It's like a right little treasure trove. I shall message you later and let you know exactly where it is. So, but I'll use a different punch. That doesn't help, does it? So the idea is that when you use the same punch that you used before, so make sure you use the same punch as you did for your greeting when you're then cutting out the other punch. This will become apparent. So I'm going to cut it in half, in this instance widthways, and then I'm going to reset it so that it just sticks out the ends with me. Right, earlier on today I've refilled all my snails. Now I don't know what I've done with them. They are all behind there. But no, I think farm shops have come into their own, haven't they, during this pandemic, because they really do offer an extra service, and they also sell plants. And as one of the other things that David's been doing is making me some little vegetable plots. I can go and buy me vegetable plants. I decided I can't grow from seeds in my first year, but I can. So I'm going to stick that onto there, and then that. I don't want it in the middle. Do I want it? I might see that line isn't quite straight, so I might then just stick that to one side. Should we do it that way? Let's do it that way. I might stick some that on some dimensionals. I think as long as you've got only one layer that's on dimensionals, we can get away with the 5mm, getting it through the little 5mm gap. Hi Linda, hope you're well. Listening to me ramblings about farm shops and my trip to Waitrose without needing to read my book. So funny, I've got so used to oh, nearly stuck that on upside down. Queuing that having no queue today almost confused me. Do that there, and then all that is going to go onto there. I think it's rather nice. Then we'll move on to a grey. Oh, thanks, Babsy. I think that all wired up, I don't know whether you've got that one, is a really useful background stamp. And actually, to really lift that could actually be embossed. If you use an embossing powder and embossed the all wired up, that would give you a bit of a 3D effect on that background. So I'm rather pleased with that, if I do say so myself. Oh, bless you. Hopefully you've got some good food deliveries then, Linda. Yeah, I mean, I have been the only one leaving the house. David hasn't been out at all. Although, do you know what the other thing I realised the other day is I have not put any makeup on since the 20th of March. I haven't worn anything other than my barefoot shoes either. Oh, you didn't go with the all wired up. It is a really nice one. So the grey one I'm going to do crossways. So if I get all my... Honestly, I hope everybody else makes as much mess as I do when they craft. I think it's a physical impossibility to remain neat and tidy, isn't it? I need... That's under there. Get me a little chamois out. From my lovely smelling box. That's why I love Zoflora. This... I think it might be getting close to needing another wash, but I do love the smell of Zoflora when I open that box. So I generally keep one of these in a little kind of DVD case. Yeah, Waitrose is my best friend, only I'm having to do a weekly shop there, and I haven't had deliveries. I like to get out of the house every so often. So I'm going to do the similar sort of style and use those lines around the outside, but I'm going to probably introduce more splodges to it. So I'm going to start with, if I can find it again, there it is, it's not clean, the Swirly Frames. Yeah, I think the thing is, Linda, is all you can actually see is this little section of my table. Yeah, my craft room is definitely not tidy. Need to do more crafting. Yeah, you can only see a very small section of it. It's yeah, you can't see the rest of my desk. Probably best if I keep it out of view. You know, my yoga classes have gone online, and she said never believe what you can see online. She's got a little Zen yoga room, and then she said this is the room next door, and it was complete and utter chaos where they'd started decorating pre all the pandemic, and now obviously can't get everything they need to finish off. Oh, that went a little bit swiggly, but again, the recipient of said card does not know that that was not how that was meant to be. So again, just going to use the same idea but slightly different stamps. Oh, that one goes way off the edge. Oh, David's back hunting for something.
Engine oil, 530E synthetic, they're 3.
Oh, they're, right, when you leave the front door this time, put the box in front of it, but they're down by the side. Okay. He'll still leave the front door and it'll slam. Now he's put it on the latch. Doesn't believe in getting the box that I put in the way. Does anybody else have to hi Pam, constantly tell their significant other where things are?
Hopefully most other people aren't being gaslit like you do me, darling.
Constantly maintains he's being gaslit, but he's not. He just doesn't put things away. It's just messy. I can't complain because he does an awful lot around the house. And as we're both furloughed, it's means the garden's looking particularly fantastic. I don't think he actually understands what a Facebook Live is, by the way, either, so he probably doesn't actually realise that you can all hear him. He doesn't know. See, he came back successful. He found it. He's changing the engine oil in his lawnmower. At least the rest of the lawn will look as good as the rest of the garden does. I'm just kind of going with the flow a bit. Oh, and now I'm going to add some splodges. I might add, done all that in the basic grey colour. The rest I'm probably going to do in smoky slate. Not sure what grey granite will look like on top of that. No, I'm going smoky slate with some splodges. That's exactly. I'm glad other people have that problem. Yeah, those man looks just are no good, are they? Not that he'll have it. Honestly, you can go to a drawer and say, I can't find it. And then I'll go and look in exactly the same drawer and lo and behold, I can find it. Oh, and you know what the other thing, oh, I've just thought, doing all this in shades of grey, what I have got is Delicatus Silvery Shimmer. I might try and add some of that in. Now, the one thing I have learned with this is it seems to take a little bit longer to dry. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful as to when I'm putting my card together. Now again, my greeting's going to go across the middle there. But actually, let's have them, they're going to appear, oh, that doesn't, well, it shows a little bit, adds a little bit of, they're going to appear to come out of the greeting. So that's where the greeting's going to go. So, don't know if you can see how that's just added a bit of shimmer to it. As I say, I have, yeah, I generally find they do dry a little bit slower than the others. Don't know if that shows up for you, but I quite like that. Oh, it's quite fun playing and coming and playing and doing a random. So yeah, I set myself the task of titling all the Facebook Lives this week, and then working out what I was going to do each day on the topic I want. I'm going to made you a card. Yeah, I think I was going to say I made you a card because you're worth it, and then on the inside it will say the happy birthday. So I might just do that on a little bit of shimmery white, and then do what I was planning to do with the other one on this one. But of course, the one thing I'm not going to be able to, oh no, it's because it's already over there. It's almost like I made a plan for that. So I am going to do that in the, oh, of course my card's going that way around as well, isn't it? I forgot I was doing that bit, but anyway, that's fine. We can still put the, so the greeting's actually going to go across there. So going back to my basic grey. So I think these are probably the least used of my ink shades, the neutrals. So I kind of wanted to challenge myself to come up with something. I have been doing a lot with the kind of brights and such like recently, so wanted to do something a little bit different. What I do is use me a little make two sets of points that, if the plan works out, will line, not points. So I'm lining up within the punch in the middle. That, hopefully that didn't make you feel weird when that came flying towards you. Then in the this, I'm gonna, oh, the writing's the right way up. I'm gonna do the same thing and then just create the same might just do that so we can see a little bit more of the writing. So I might, for the purposes of the writing, make that a little bit wider. Let's just see. Hi Nicola! Hope you had a good day. Wasn't too busy for you. Oh, wrong one. Just chuck those bits of paper on the floor. Tidy up later. It's fine. So again with this, just from the top, inserting my little piece of paper in and just lining it up so the point is in the middle of the paper. And then when I place that on there, I'll take that to the, let's see how that looks when we put it on there, because I could do that exactly in the middle, or I could take it out there. And do I want the greeting, or shall I take it all to the edge? Oh, I might take it all to the edge, in which case I want another little silver one of those, don't I? Stick another one of those going out that away. So, oh, excellent. Oh, rather pleased with these, if I do say so myself. Oh. So I had just pre-cut the card and the DSP. Just made a bit of a mess with the snail, but that's fine. That's all going to line up at the back. So that is going to go on centrally. And then this banner, I'm going to stick that little bit on first. I need to change this mat. I've got glue everywhere. As I say, you use your favourite glue, tape, whatever it may be. I do love my snails, but I know not everybody finds that they can get on with them. So then the choice could be to take it right to the edge of the card, or I could take it to the edge of the DSP, or I might take it right to the edge so it flies off completely. It's quite a nice thing with a banner. It can come from wherever you want it to come from. So I'm just going to place that like, whoop, sorry. Like that. So there we go. Challenged myself with neutrals. One used the grey and one used kind of the shades of brown. So I'm really pleased with those. That's not something I often do. So excellent. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully it's inspired you to do something, and I look forward to catching up with you later in the week. All right, see you all soon. Bye bye.